The post-Brett Favre era in Green Bay just got a little bit more interesting as Brian Brohm from Louisville headed to the Packers. Of course, Aaron Rodgers, the guy, the heir apparent, one would think. But Brohm has quite a resume. Scouts Incorporated ranking him as the #2 quarterback in the country. Of course, he played for Steve Cragthorpe last year after playing in the Bob Petrino offense. Prior to that, at Louisville, put up big-time passing numbers under both coaches, over 4,000 yards last year. He did turn it over. They had a horrific defense and probably caused Brohm to try to make more plays you might want him to at times. But now you have Brohm, Rodgers, both with the opportunity long-term to be the Packers quarterback?
Well, actually, I do like Brohm better than Aaron Rodgers. Wherever Aaron Rodgers is right now in his career. Let's look at the positives with Brohm. You know, as Reese just mentioned, he's played in 2 pro-style systems. That's a plus when you come to the NFL. I thought he was more mobile as far as moving in the pocket and getting out of the pocket. And I felt a lot of times he was running for his life, too. And the thing that concerned me the very most is the inconsistency with the accuracy. That just really bothers me because I've really never seen a college quarterback that's inconsistent with that come to the NFL and translate and start being consistent. That's my only really concern when you think about the transition aspect, because that can hurt you in the NFL. I mean, those errant passes go the other way. In the NFL, they don't just incompletion; they just go the other way.
I think he has very good touch, though. He has good timing. He gets rid of the ball on time, and when he gets into a rhythm, he can beat you in a lot of different ways. I like him. I honestly think Brian Brohm 2 years from now could be the starting quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. It would not shock me at all. And I still think Aaron Rodgers has a chance as well, but I think Brian Brohm's upside is greater than that of Aaron Rodgers. I look at him. The size is solid. He has a background that's solid, and I think mentally he has what it takes to get it done at the next level.
How did your evaluations compare? Aaron Rodgers coming out of college, Brian Brohm coming out of college.
They're surprisingly similar. I mean, I look at Brian Brohm. I have him at 27th overall, and then Aaron Rodgers I had early second-round range. So not that far off. I rated Brohm a little bit better coming out of school. I thought Rodgers, no creativity coming out of school. Questions about, obviously, the Jeff Tedford system. And similar with Brohm, how does he perform when the initial play breaks down? And that's something I'll be interested to see between both of them.
You know, it's funny. When Aaron Rodgers was coming out, the one thing that he lacked was any anticipation. He had to see a route come open, see a wide receiver come open, and that is just disturbing if you're thinking about transitioning. Brohm does not do that. He will throw with anticipation. That is a huge advantage going to the next level.
And, you know, Brohm has more than enough size. I mean, he's a big guy. I worried a little bit about his mobility, and I know that you seem to be fine with it. And part of it was that he'd been a little bit banged up, had some problems with the knees and things like that. But you also have to look at last season. Yeah, he struggled a little bit, I think, last season, putting a little bit more pressure on himself just because of how terribly they played defensively.
No, they
Louisville
were awful.
So I think he struggled a little bit.
They may need one another. Both of them struggle to stay healthy.
Packers, Brian Brohm. Brian, what was that wait like for you as you were hoping to hear your name called?
You know, I was getting a little bit antsy, but I knew eventually that some team was going to call me, and I'm happy as a Green Bay Packers. Can't wait to get started practicing for them.
So now Brett Favre is gone. Aaron Rodgers is the heir apparent, but it would appear that there is an opportunity there for you. What was your reaction? Because you have to know the dynamic that's going on in Green Bay right now.
You know, I just can't wait to get there and start working hard, learn the offense. You know, I haven't thought about that a whole lot. Just want to get there, work hard, and we'll see what happens.
Played in a couple of different offensive systems, both of them very productive for quarterbacks. First under Bob Petrino, then last year under Steve Cragthorpe. How do you think that'll help you adjust to the NFL?
I think it'll help a lot, just being able to switch from offense to offense. There's always new terminology you have to learn, and having to go through that process one time before, I think, will help me out in the transition to the NFL.
Now, you and I have talked about this before. When you played for Petrino, he throws a lot at you in a short period of time. Is that something that you can use in the NFL?
I think so. I think teams are going to ask you to learn a lot of plays, learn a lot of wealth of a playbook that you're going to have to learn in the NFL, and we did that here with Coach Petrino. So, you know, I feel like I'm ready for that and prepared for that.
What was the reaction? I know you've got a big extended family and immediate family there in Louisville. What was the reaction like when you got the call?
You know, everybody's just so excited. I couldn't even, you know, hear the Packers on the phone while I was talking to them because everyone was cheering so loud.
Now, here's the most important question if you're going up there. What's your favorite kind of cheese?
American cheese.
American cheese. The kind, sharp cheddar also is a good choice. Hey, Brian, best of luck in Green Bay, and we wish you all the success in the world.
All right, thanks a lot.